I'm going into Sports Direct to turn dead brands into luxury streetwear. Here's how. Today's brand was heavily requested after the Slazenger video. It's none other than Lonsdale. I'm even going to flip everyone's favourite shoe into something fresh. Now, Lonsdale actually has one of the coolest histories of all time despite current perception. The brand was named after the Lonsdale belt, which is a hugely prestigious boxing award, and has been worn by the likes of Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and later adopted by bands like Oasis. These days, however, Lonsdale only really focuses on mass market cheap sportswear, so we need to breathe some of the sick heritage back into it whilst keeping it modern and fresh. Looking at Champion, for example, they managed to flip their mass market perception to regularly working with brands like Rick Owens and Supreme. So naturally, today's main reference point is their incredible history in boxing and how core Lonsdale were to this as a sport as it grew worldwide. I wanted to take direct reference from Lonsdale's archive for this one, things such as vintage boxing gloves and these beautiful shoes. One of the main motifs I made for this collection was this based on the Lonsdale belt, which was given to the champions of all different weights, which the brand itself was named after. So I decided for this capsule we're going to design a tee, a hoodie, a leather jacket, a woolen tracksuit, and some knitted boxing shorts. Again, I've designed all the products as I normally would and ran these through ChatGPT to show you how they look like on body. Firstly, this tee with a vintage style graphic based on the Lonsdale belt, and a motif from this t-shirt that Muhammad Ali was pictured in a lot. Leather jacket based on their vintage boxing gloves with a few retro boxing patches on the front and then embossed graphics on the back to match the gloves. This hoodie with an embroidered belt graphic across the middle, an exaggerated panel on the sleeve like their current sweatshirts. And as I said, I'm also flipping these shoes into something new too. So I've created this premium wool tracksuit in classic British colours with all the panel seams inspired by the curves and stitching on the shoes. And finally, these knitted rib boxing shorts, taking one of the most iconic silhouettes in Lonsdale history and creating them in a material that fits in a lot of modern streetwear. If you saw Lonsdale put these out, would you buy them? Let me know what brand next. Any work requests, hit my DMs.